everybody, BatEagle here, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragonball Z Team Training! When we last left off, we got through the North Forest, and we trained up a pretty tough Piccolo. And he is worn out. I'm gonna pop in here to the Saiyan Realm. Yamcha. There we go. Alright, let's go. They're both level 3. That seems appropriate power scaling for how strong everybody else is gonna get. Nah. Real talk though, Krillin is actually really good as a character. Like, not just as a character being the best husband and father in the show, but, I mean, don't get me wrong, Vegeta and Goku are both great dads, and so is Piccolo to Gohan. That's an argument for another day. But Krillin, for being as weak as he is, even though he's the strongest man on the planet, like the strongest demon, he held his own really well. Like, everybody was, like, coming up with his version of the Destructo Disc is probably the best thing that he ever did, because that's what let him stay in the fight for as long as it did, because everybody— Look, Raditz! Ah, but he's level 3. I'll wait for a level 5. Bop. Because Krillin, he may not have been strong, but he fought smart. Like, he wasn't all about power up and use lasers. He still fought with his fists, and he still used the Kienzon. And it was just, he was definitely one of the smarter fighters in the group. He wasn't as smart as Piccolo, because it's been stated that Piccolo has unbelievably high intelligence. Which makes sense, because he fused with Kami, and Kami was, you know, God, like the Guardian of Earth. And, so it makes sense that he'd be insanely smart. But Krillin knew how to fight with tactic, as opposed to everybody else's, you know, who can hit the hardest with their beams of light and all that crap. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball lasers as much as the next guy. I love beam clashes. I love the Spirit Bomb. I love Ki Blasts. I love the whole energy thing. It's great, and it's super entertaining, and I love it. But it's just not as satisfying as watching, like, the Goku-Krillin fight from the World Martial Arts Tournament in Dragon Ball from when they were kids. That was real martial arts. And that was so entertaining to watch. I'm gonna switch out for Goku. Get Goku some training in. Like, Krillin knows how to actually fight, and it seems almost like, Goku and everybody else have kind of lost that in the rush to just get stronger. They fight hard, but they don't fight as smart as Krillin does. And that's why Krillin was able to keep fighting for as long as he did. Yes! I have a Raditz. I have a Raditz. Okay. Raditz. Like the other Saiyans, his tail allows him to turn into a great ape with the energy of the moon. I'm not gonna do that, though. I'm gonna catch my Onozaru. Oh, hey, this Raditz is just as strong as my Raditz, and whoa! I mean, I know the front sprites are ripped from other games, I think. I definitely don't think that Raditz sprite is custom. Although it could be, I don't know. So why didn't they just rip a good back sprite from a different game? I mean, dang. This looks awful, man! They can do so much better! One thing I don't understand about this, ROM hack— you know, the back sprite for Turles doesn't look that bad, actually. I mean, his hand position is a little awkward, but other than that, it doesn't look too bad. White! That's what color Turles' hair would be if he turned Super Saiyan. That would look so good! His hair would be white! editing me, put up a little, make something for that, and then put it up. Another thing that I think this ROM hack could have done differently is change up the music a little bit, like especially the evolution music. I would what I would do is there was a version of the Super Saiyan Vegeta theme, that really epic, like, editing me, play that for a second. Just cut this music, play the Super Saiyan Vegeta theme for a second. Thank you. Have that be the evolution music instead of dun 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 dun. I mean, I love dun 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 dun, but that doesn't feel Dragon Ball. You know what I want? I want in Dragon Ball Super for them to bring back everybody from Goku's actual Saiyan family. Like, even if it's just for an episode, even if it's just filler, that's fan service. And let's be honest, everything they're doing with Pan, fan service, because everybody loves babies. The whole having a Frieza from Universe 7 thing, fan service, because Frieza's a fan favorite villain. And what's one thing that the fans really, really love? Bardock. People adore Bardock. And a lot of people really like Gine. And a buttload of people liked Raditz. Myself included, I thought Raditz was a great first villain for DBZ. I want them to show up, like, have Goku die or something. Like, again, for the umpteen billionth time. And then, like, yes. Then while he's in the afterlife, instead of just chilling out on King Kai's planet, have Grand Kai be like, hey, some people are stirring up trouble in hell. Could you go take care of that and stuff? And he'd be like, okay. Or, how do you do Sean Schummel voice? Alright, Grand Kai, I can do that. And so he goes down into hell, and lo and behold, while he's taking care of whatever bad guys are beating up Gauze and Mez or whatever, Bardock shows up, and Raditz, and Gine, and he gets to finally have this big reunion with the family he never knew. Or, I guess technically, well, no, he would have, well, no. Bardock has, like, psychic powers, right? Have Bardock restore Goku's memories from when he was on Planet Vegeta when he was, like, 3. Because, like, in Dragon Ball, I don't know if it's... Is Dragon Ball Minus canon? Because if Dragon Ball Minus is canon, then Goku would have been 3 years old when he left Planet Vegeta. I think. And I don't know about you, but I can remember stuff from when I was 3 years old. And, like, have Bardock restore Goku's memory so that he remembers all 3 of them. He remembers Raditz being his big brother. He remembers Gine, and he remembers Bardock. He remembers being a Saiyan. Have him, like, look at Bardock and say, I know who I was supposed to be, but this is who I am now, and this is better. That would be really cool. And, like, have, like, that, like, father-son moment between Bardock and Goku that never happened. Speaking of Bardock, they need to go back and redo his movie. Because, don't get me wrong, it's a great movie. Like, it has an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. That's awesome. And it was great for its time, but it's a little dated now. They need to go back and re-voice it. Like, especially with the new Frieza. The new guy voicing Frieza sounds fantastic. I think Chris Ayers was his name. He's a great Frieza, like the guy they got for Kai. He's fantastic in that role. They need to go back and have him play the Frieza in Bardock, the father of Goku, and have them re-voice, just redub the whole thing. Have Nick Landis play Kid Vegeta, because his Kid Vegeta in Bardock, the father of Goku Abridged was way... I'm sorry, but I enjoyed it better than the Chris Sabat Kid Vegeta. I'm sorry, it's just my personal opinion. I know the guys at Team 4-Star don't like people saying that, like, Kaiser Neko really got upset when somebody said that they liked his Trunks better than the Eric Vale Trunks. And I understand that. The guys at Funimation really defined who these characters are in the States. I mean, the Ocean dub was okay, but, I mean, it's just not as good as the Funimation dub. And I mean, except for Recoome. I like Ocean dub Recoome better than Funimation Recoome. Because, like, Funimation Recoome is just like a big dumb idiot, like, I'm Recoome stuff! But if you go back and watch the Ocean dub Recoome fight, it's like, holy crap! He's, like, intimidating. He's like,
My, Vegeta. I'm surprised you lasted this long. But playtime is over, I'm afraid. Recoome! Pa! Adios, amigo.
And it's so tight. I remember, I had that on DVD somewhere over there, and when I was a kid, I would just watch that fight over and over and over. And this was before I even, got, like, into Vegeta. Like, this was back when Goku was my favorite character. And don't get me wrong, Goku's still up there with Vegeta, but, I mean, Vegeta's just, like, a better character, I feel. But yeah, like, that Recoome fight was just awesome. And I went back, like, I didn't realize that, when I was a kid, I didn't realize that was a different version of the show. So I went back not too long ago and was like, yeah, like I went on Hulu, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that again. And I discovered the new Recoome, and I was like, oh my, this is, oh, jeez. I was just so disappointed. I was so sad. Because it's like, I just don't like it as much. It's like, my name's Recoome, it rhymes with doom, and you're gonna meet yours all too soon. I just don't like the Funimation Recoome. It's just me. I've been going on about that long enough. And Raditz is almost level 10. How long? I've been going for half an hour. I'm gonna have to cut the crap out of this episode, which, I mean, isn't gonna be so hard because I'm sure there's plenty of moments where I'm not talking, and I can cut some subjects of my rant out of the episode, and that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get Raditz up to level 10 before I take on the gym. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm doing my lighting a little different. I'm trying to do it the way I did it in the charity stream a while back. That, again, went way better than I ever imagined. I'm almost out of water. I think this lighting is better. It's just, because I'm using my actual desk lamp, and I, like, adjusted my webcam settings, so you can actually see my face a little clearer, and you can see a little bit behind me. Go, Raditz! Alright, this should be enough to put me over the level 10 mark. Wow, I just got, like, a lot of frames back. Awesome. Why can't this just be consistent? I'm not doing anything different. Oh well. Pop, finally, level 10! Man, that took half an hour. Alright. That's as good a stopping point as any. Saving, right now. And I need to go get more water, since I'm gonna keep recording. Anyways. And Pip Auto saved the game, perfect. Alright. Oh, man. That took way longer than I expected. I'm gonna have to cut the crap out of this episode. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you want to tell your friends, especially help the channel grow. And I'll see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z. Later!